like it's pretty much lined up. Splurged for the expensive fancy oil pan bolts. If you got rails on the oil pan, these are the ones that you want. 254-1804. Kind of hard to find. Got a tight angle here because I don't have enough space in my garage. Yeah, imagine having a garage with enough space, right? So I will wipe these off before I put them on, you know, for luck. Motherfucker. Yeah, the two bolts are actually slightly different, so probably can't see that. Let's see if we can make it possible. So, threaded portion is the same length, but there's a little nib there. These bolts, ARP bolts came with washers that I'm not gonna use. I think that's if you're not using rails, so let's do it. Amazing. So these have very small heads on them. I feel like I'm going to come to regret this choice, but pay for them. Might as well use them. This one's being a bitch. Feels like it's in, kind of starting. I don't know about these bolts. Second guessing myself here. Quality ARP hardware, baby. gonna leak like a fucker. Like all 350 ones in small blocks do. Alright, time to figure out what size the heads they decided to put on these are. Yet another reason I should have stuck with the factory bolts. I already had those ones memorized. These are smaller for some reason. I don't want to do that, but alright, time to get the wrench. They went with 3/8 inch for the bigger bolts and 5/16 for the small bolts. Stock bolts, it's 3/8 for the small bolts and a 1/2 inch for the bigger bolts. Alright, well, do whatever you want, I guess. It's easier to do some tightens. Easier to tighten shit up when you're under there if your shit is leaking. It's a smaller wrench, I guess. Okay, start on the other side. Key is to try and like make it clamp down evenly. You have to retorque it a million times anyway. So might as well put in a little bit of effort. Try and minimize the workload. Will not use a gun on these. Bad luck. Bad luck to use a gun on the oil pan bolts. Unless you're just tearing down a motor that you don't give a shit about. Then you can use the gun. You can use the gun. That's that one. I think what I want to do is get the fucking bigger bolts now. Sure you always wear your khaki shorts when you're working on engines. It's a sign of a professional. Spinny trick. That's something you want to learn if you don't know it. Saves quite a bit of time and effort. Alright, well those are all snugged. I don't know the torque. I will figure that out. So yeah, guys, looked into it. Dropped my fucking wrench on the ground, so I gotta find that. Here it is. 10 foot-pounds on these bolts. But as you tighten the other ones, some will also loosen. So it might take a minute. Triple check it all. House. If it starts raining sideways again, I will do that. Storm is just supposed to be a distraction to me. Not get this done, but I want to finish it up. So, thanks, Storm, for trying, but it ain't gonna work. Good sound. Okay, switch to the other side. The only thing that's going to stop me out here tonight is if my lights run out of batteries. And that's a very real possibility. For now they have power. What is on the ground? What is on the ground? Oh, everything? Big bolts. That one was still tight. Alright, that's probably enough footage of that. Make sure it's tight. My fucking intake's getting rained on.